Gangs of London. Now, I really enjoy Gareth Evans stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It is ridiculously over violent.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever been better than the first Raid. I do have a lot of time for Raid 2. A
I
lot of
like the
people,
Raid too.
yeah, I do have a lot of time for it. A lot of people thought it went too far, and I can kind of see that because it is over epic in some ways. But the Raid was perfection for me.
Hmm?
They just nailed it. Since then, I just wanted him to make another Raid film, and he hasn't. And he's done like I think he did The Apostle, um, which was okay, but
Was all
but
right.
like it doesn't feel like he really captured that Raid spirit again. Did Gangs of London, and the first couple of episodes of that, I was like, what? And he's got people smacking people into tables and
Yeah.
stabbing people with darts, and it's like he's brought all his Raid goodness to London for a TV show where I could watch hours and hours of it. I really enjoyed it, and I have to say it got to its absolute pinnacle about mid-season. I think episode 5, which was one of his directed episodes, which was a siege on a farmhouse. Oddly, didn't have the lead character in it, but it was fabulous. It was really good viewing. And then it just tailed off towards the end and
Yeah.
became increasingly silly.
Yeah.
I still really enjoy the show as a whole. It just
It lost me towards the end. Exactly what you said there. When it started going into the over and above the gangs, it was like, oh, really?
there's another layer.
Please, just
Yeah.
stop it. It's just got ridiculous. If they'd have kept it small scale into gangs, I think it would have been better. Once it started going down that route of the super high ups and who are the super high ups, and it's all being driven by them up there. The investors, wasn't it something like that? They were
Yeah, the investors. The investors are back.
Yeah.
So
Oh, are they? Oh, joy.
this is season 2, but I will say that we're only 2 episodes into season 2, and it does do that thing that this first season got so right. There was a scene with one of the gangsters who was facing off against a bunch of people with machetes.
Yes.
He was about to be executed, I think, in the first season. I mean, it was just going to happen, and I think he just thought about his wife and his kids, and he just fought all these guys.
Yeah.
With the machetes. It was some of the tensest viewing I've ever seen, and season 2 does well to nail some very, very tense moments early on, which have a similar kind of scale to them and a similar consequence to them. It establishes a new villain who will make you swallow bullets, which does not look nice at all. Like big ass 5.56 caliber rifle bullets, not just a tiny little handgun bullet. It does not look nice. Anyway, it gets off to a good start, and yes, the investors are back to talk about how they're running London, but it's the small scale stuff which is much more interesting.
Yeah.
And there's still the ridiculous ultra violence. I'm enjoying it being back.
Okay.
I've given it like a tentative 7. We'll see where it goes, whether it goes off the rails. It's got a lot less Gareth Evans behind it. I don't think he directs any of it.
Boo.
Yeah, he co-wrote the first episode. Good for you. But
lazy swine.
but it's got the hallmarks of his kind of ultra violence and people having their faces kicked off and getting up and still fighting. So yeah, I enjoyed it anyway.